Assalamu alaikum, namaste, sat sri akal, shalom and good day. You are listening to YASP Community Radio. And today we'll be talking about mental health. Now get in touch with us. We're on Facebook. Just type in YASP Community Radio. You can tweet us at YASRadio122. You can give us a call. It's 0161 839 9817, or you can email us at awascommunityradio@gmail.com. Thank you for tuning in to YASP Community Radio. Your host for today is Syra, and my guest is Clare. Hi, Clare.
Hi, Syra.
Thank you so much for cycling over.
Thanks, it was fine.
Very environmentally friendly.
Well, you know, it's just cheaper, isn't it? It's good exercise.
That too. And as I said to our listeners in the introduction, we're talking about mental health today. Now, can you give us a little introduction, please?
Yeah, sure. So I'm Clare. I work at YASP, which is a young people's project for people with mental health problems between the ages of 15 and 25. So we are part of Manchester Mind, but the young people's section. And yeah, so we just help in a number of different ways. Do you want me to tell you about them?
Yes, please. That was going to be my next question. Just really to explain to our listeners, what is YASP? And that's YASP.
So we have a number of different things going on at YASP. So first of all, we have a community café. So this is like a really nice safe space for young people to come, and they can volunteer in the cafe. They can like cook a main course if they're coming in the morning, or some kind of tasty dessert if they're coming in the afternoon. And this cafe is open Tuesday to Friday, and we offer free internet and printing, and it's just a really nice safe space.
And this is great that you're offering, you know, the option to cook. You know, you can develop your cooking skills. What do you think that does for somebody's mental health?
Well, I used to volunteer there for a year before I got a paid position, and so I was a cafe supervisor as one of my roles there, and it was just really nice to like see people gaining confidence. Like they come in and they struggle with social skills, or they're lacking confidence, and then you sort of help them create a meal, and then other young people like share that meal with them, and everyone's like, wow, it's really tasty, and you can see them like gaining so much confidence, like they're smiling and happy that they've like made something that everyone likes.
And are you able to share any stories about the people that you've met while you're volunteering? Of course, we don't expect names to be shared. You know, you can use another name. Can you share any success stories?
Yeah, so there was one guy, and he really struggled with anxiety, and struggled to come to the cafe, and sort of struggled with authority and that sort of thing. And then he came to the cafe, and he was just so good at, like, if you worked with him, he was really good at following instructions, and like he became calmer and that sort of thing. And then he went on from a cafe volunteer to a cafe supervisor and managed other people. So it's really good for his CV and his like confidence. And it's what also people really like about the cafe is you can just be yourself. Like with mental health, a lot of the time you have to put on a mask and you have to pretend and you don't fit in and that sort of thing. Whereas at the cafe, it's sort of an unwritten rule that you can just be yourself, and no one like judges you if you're having a bad day or a good day, or you're up or you're down, or you're crying one day or you're really happy the next day. You can just completely be yourself, and everyone's so understanding and supportive. It's just really nice.
And how do you think mental health is being treated these days? It's not on a par with physical health. I think most people would agree with that. How do you think you've seen many positive changes in how people see mental health?
Yeah, I think it is getting better. It's still got a long way. Like yesterday it was World Mental Health Day, so it was all like on the agenda, so that's good. But then like one of my colleagues is always like, oh, I don't know why we have to have a day for it. We should just have every day as people being acceptable of mental health problems, which is true. But it is getting better, but we need so the YASP project works really well. Like it's a really good sort of overall project, and they just need to have more of them round, because so like with YASP there's so many waiting lists for people with mental health problems. Like you know, from personal experiences and working with other people, it takes you ages to ask for that help because you just put it off and put it off, and it's a really big step to ask for that help, and then it's like, okay, thanks, but you're now on this 12-month waiting list or 8-month waiting list or 5-month waiting list. And when you're in that sort of crisis situation, you don't have that much time. You need like support straight away. So YASP is really good for being that stop where you can be like, okay, you're on a waiting list, but come here, be around other people with mental health problems or be supported by them. We can help you in different ways. And it's really sort of nice like that. So.
And do you think with YASP being around in the community, do you think there should be more projects like this?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I think we want to set more up around Greater Manchester, because at the moment it's just in Levenshulme, whereas like Manchester Mind have a space in Zion Centre and one in Harper Hay, but we want sort of more like a young people sort of project around like Greater Manchester, like definitely one in the north, because we also do other volunteer opportunities like mentoring, which is one-to-one support, and that's really good. So it's you get paired with someone for 8 weeks and you help them achieve their goal, and that's, you know, I've done that for 2 people, and it's just little things like making that phone call that they're struggling to do, or, you know, taking them to an assessment to get their benefits, or taking them to a housing assessment to get support with housing needs. And it's really good that just like that sort of one-to-one support that isn't counselling, but it's just like general life help.
And how important do you think it is for there to be a separate project for that age group of 15 to 25?
Yeah, I think it is good because it's quite hard to go to an adult service and that sort of thing. And with like statutory service, when you're 18, you then get put into the adult section. So overnight, you'll suddenly like have different support, and you'll suddenly won't be a child. You're in and you're on a different waiting list to get adult services. So sort of young people have said that they found that really difficult because they didn't feel that much older. Because, you know, like for me, when I was 18, it wasn't suddenly like, oh, I'm a grown up, la la la. So I think it is good to be around other young people to sort of all support each other. We'd love to get support for younger people as well, because at the moment it's just to 15, where we'd want like 11 to 15 as well for support. But yeah, I think it is really good. And also, like, when you're growing up, it's really hard to fit in, and you've got all that peer pressure and all general stuff. So if you add on mental health problems to that, it's just a bit like, oh, it's too much. Where it's really nice just being with other people, then you don't feel alone anymore. And that's like a big thing about being young, I think.
What I like about the YASP project is that it's making it more okay to talk about mental health, and it should be more acceptable to talk about mental health. And what would you like our listeners to do? Of course, you are looking for people who you want to promote the YASP project so people will access it if they need it. But are you also looking for volunteers?
Oh, yeah. We're always looking for volunteers. Yeah, and it's really easy to volunteer at YASP. So you fill in a referral form and then we'll get you in for an assessment. And then normally it's like a week turnaround or that sort of thing. It is really quick. There's not like a long waiting list. And we also have 2 other volunteering opportunities. We deliver mental health awareness presentations to schools and colleges and universities. So that's really good. I did that as well. And it's really good to just, when you're honest with the young people, you just like see them like properly listening to you, and it's like, oh, someone else like feels how I do, and they're sort of somewhere, and it's not like this diagnosis or this mental health problem means that I can't go anywhere in life. And we've also like recently started up a gardening program, so that's going to begin properly again in February. But if anyone's like got green fingers and wants to come and help us, that'd be great.
That sounds really good, and I'm glad that there are volunteering opportunities available, because there are plenty of people out there who are thinking, we have spare time on our hands, what can we do to help?
Yeah, as long as you're between the ages of 15 and 25, then yeah, definitely come down and volunteer with us. Yeah. So
would you like to give us your contact details for the listeners?
So to contact us, our email address is YASP, which is YASP, at manchestermind.org. And the phone number is 0161 221 3054.
And you never know, you could be a volunteer who's coming into a YASP Community Radio and promoting other events that are going on with the YASP project.
Yeah, definitely. Like we it's my new role to get young people involved in having a say of this new Help Through Crisis project, which is all about helping young people between the ages of 18 and 25 to give them advice and support when they're in crisis. And we're also working with a young people's homeless charity, YPSF, and the coalition, the Greater Manchester Coalition of Disabled People. So we're all going to be working together, so there's lots of opportunities for volunteering and helping me with that.
Brilliant stuff. Thank you so much to Clare for coming over to chat to us about this YASP project, which is connected to Manchester Mind, and we wish you all the very best, Clare.
Thank you very much.
You've been listening to YASP Community Radio talk about mental health today. Now, if you have any questions or any comments, please give us your feedback. You can contact us on Twitter. Just tweet us at awazradio122. Email us awazcommunityradio@gmail.com. We're on Facebook. Just type in the words Awaz Community Radio. Thank you for listening today and take care. Wishing everybody good mental health.